YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Top 3 most complimented Mancera fragrances in my collection. And as well, I title it, in 2024. And the reason why I did that was actually because we have just been, some weeks, a couple of months in 2025. So when I say most complimented Mancera fragrances in 2024, I of course mean 2024 until now so far. And now that is said and done, let's just jump into it with these 3 complimented fragrances, guys. And the first fragrance I want to show you is Cedrat Boise. But at the same time and at the same spot, I want to show you Intense Cedrat Boise. Because as far as the compliment factor goes, at least for me, these are pretty much the same when we are talking compliments. Of course, I've received more compliments on the original Cedrat Boise through the time because I've had this bottle for a very long time. Not this bottle actually, but Cedrat Boise have been in my collection for years. This one is a pretty new bottle actually. But with the Intense Cedrat Boise, here it's actually where I will say that the intense version is a real intense version, because it is the same DNA, where the intense version is a little deeper and a little more deep on the leather note, so to speak. But the compliment factor are the same for me, and I've received so many compliments on Cedrat Boise, guys. And I know you guys want to know, is it women who complimented me or men? It is both. And a lot of you guys that are pretty familiar with Cedrat Boise, a lot of people compare this fragrance to Creed Aventus, or at least the Creed Aventus DNA. And yes, I can see that, because there are similarities. I actually like Cedrat Boise more than Creed Aventus. But anyway, this is a video about compliments, and I received so many compliments on Cedrat Boise. And at the same time, Intense Cedrat Boise last year until now. And Cedrat Boise is woody, it's fruity, you get the leather, vanilla, and a little bit of musk. Just a very, very beautiful and very complimented fragrance. At least in my life, guys. But just a very, very beautiful and mass appealing fragrance. And I actually think the way I wear these fragrances, when I got both, then at the very hot summer days, I wear the original Cedrat Boise. And Intense Cedrat Boise, I actually can wear all year around, because if you want to wear a fresh fragrance in the cooler days, Intense Cedrat Boise is just very, very good and very beautiful. As far as the performance goes, then with the original Cedrat Boise, you are getting a great sillage and you are getting a great projection for the first 3 to sometimes 4 hours. When we are talking longevity, then we are talking for about 9 to 10 hours. For me at least. Intense Cedrat Boise in terms of the performance, then it has a great sillage and it has a great projection for the first 4 to sometimes 5 hours, depending on the climax and stuff like that. Longevity all in all is for about 12 hours maximum. And when I say that, with both and all the fragrances actually, I'm talking on my skin, of course. But I think it is pretty much the same for a lot of you guys out there. Maybe not if you have a very, very dry skin, but you know what I mean, guys. And just a very, very, as I told before, mass appealing and beautiful, very complimented fragrance for me. Mancera, Cedrat Boise, and of course, Intense Cedrat Boise. Second fragrance I want to show you out of these 3 most complimented Mancera fragrances in my collection is Mancera Cosmic Pepper. Actually, this is a pretty new Mancera fragrance because I think it was released in 2023, late 2023 actually, I believe. But I just received so many compliments on this particular fragrance last year and until now so far. It's just very, very beautiful and very fresh with that, citruses and pepper. And in terms of the compliments with this one, actually the most of the compliments are from women when we are talking cosmic pepper. It's just very, very mass appealing. It is one of these fragrances where a lot of people will say it leans more, designer than niche, but I still think it has a very great niche appeal in it, so to speak, because it is a little different from the designers because of the combination of the notes. But people just love cosmic pepper, guys. You are getting citruses, a lot of pepper, woods and musk. These are the notes which I think are very, very prominent and are dominating this particular fragrance because the note breakdown is bigger. I just tell you guys what I think dominates the particular fragrances in this video. But a very, very beautiful and mass appealing fragrance as well. And I really love to wear this particular fragrance. You can wear it all year around because it has some depth into it, just like in the intense Cedrat Boise actually, but it is still a fresh fragrance, but as I told, with some depth into it. I love to wear this fragrance all year around, but I wear it the most, in the spring and summertime, but you can wear it all year round, guys. As far as the performance goes, then it has a great sillage and it has a great projection for the first 2 to 3 hours before it settles closer to the skin, but you will definitely still get it for a couple of hours further. Longevity all in all is between 8 to 10 hours on my skin. And I think it's great when we are talking a pretty or very fresh fragrance as well. In my opinion, you'll never go wrong with this one, guys. And that was the second fragrance I want to show you in this video. And that was Mancera Cosmic Pepper. The last fragrance of these most complimented Mancera fragrances in my collection I want to show you is Beast Mode. And it was my first Mancera fragrances I bought back a long time ago, guys. And that fragrance is Mancera Black Prestigium. And I really have to tell you guys, if you don't like rose and if you don't like oud, don't blind buy this particular fragrance because it is very, very rose and oud dominating. I don't know why, because I don't think that this fragrance is a very, very mass appealing fragrance, because it is not. It is very niche-ish in my opinion. And when you spray it right away, it is a little actually very harsh on that orris root there are in this fragrance. So be aware, but always sample first when we are talking expensiver fragrances, guys. I always tell you that. The compliments when I'm wearing Black Prestigium, I think they are received when I've been wearing it for a couple of hours because it have a very, very beautiful dry down. And I just received so many compliments on this particular fragrance, both from a lot of my friends and a lot of women I know, as well as women that have been passing me and stuff like that. Actually, I'm talking about the last couple of years, but I still have received many compliments for this particular fragrance last year as well, of course. But not mass appealing at all. But I think it's the dry down and the wafts you are getting from this particular fragrance that people see very beautiful. I have heard a lot of times that a lot of you guys out there compare this fragrance to Dior Homme Parfum, you know, the original version of Dior Homme Parfum. I can see some similarities. Yes, they are iris in Dior Homme Parfum, the original version, as well as there are iris in Black Prestigium. Actually, there are iris root in Black Prestigium. But I can see some similarities in the dry down, but don't run out and buy this particular fragrance because you think or have heard that it is similar to Dior Homme Parfum 2014 or 2020, because it is not that similar. Just at some point in the dry down there are similarities, but not very much, guys. And if we should talk about the scent itself, you are definitely getting the iris, rose, oud, and a lots of leather. These are the notes which are dominating this particular fragrance. For me, this is a fall and winter use only, because it is that strong and is that dark and is that potent. But I really love this particular fragrance. Even though it ain't mass appealing, I really love it, and I have really received a lot of compliments on it. If we should talk about the particular performance, which I've done a lot of times before when we are talking Black Prestigium, then it has a great sillage and it has a great projection for the first 4 to 5 hours before it settles closer to the skin, but you will definitely still get wafts of this particular fragrance for 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours further. Longevity all in all until you wash it off. It is just a beast mode fragrance. And that was the last fragrance I want to show you in this particular video. And that is Mancera Black Prestigium. That was my 3 most complimented Mancera fragrances right now, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and I want to say thanks a lot to my subscribers. I think we have reached 820 or 30 subscribers by now, so thanks a lot to you guys out there, and welcome to new subscribers on my channel. I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope you all are enjoying your life with your family, friends, and loved ones. And until I see you again, guys, enjoy life even more. See ya.